players. Coach, if you could get us started with a brief opening statement, and then we'll take questions from the crowd.
Yeah, obviously not the performance we were looking for. Very disappointed in the result. A lot of people might have thought this was going to happen, and we were trying our hardest to make sure that it didn't. Tried to give these guys the best plan we could possible to beat LSU, and we were believing we could do it. Obviously, that did not happen. So very disappointed in the result, but I'm proud of our guys' effort. I thought that they practiced hard. I thought they actually gave great effort today. We just didn't have enough to go win the game. We didn't execute at a high enough level to win the football game or to even be in it. But effort was there, execution was not.
We'll take questions from the crowd. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll start with Kyle here, and then we'll go on the right. Cheryl.
Coach, Kyle Nash, 3-point conversion. I know this situation leading up to the game was pretty unique. Are there any particular lessons or anything you would do in preparing for the game this week?
Yeah, it was very unique. The whole month had a lot of different things happening. Obviously starting with Jeff taking the Louisville job, and then multiple assistant coaches also departing at that time. And then you start talking to our senior players that were really most of our production throughout the season, and guys with NFL futures that wanted to protect themselves and didn't feel like it was in their best interest to play. So you lose a lot of firepower there off the top. And then your guys is in flux, right? So who's going to be the new coach? Does the new coach want me? Do I need to get in the transfer portal? And even your coaches in the same position, do I have a job once the bowl game's over? So a lot of things happening and going on. But in all honesty, I felt like the coaches stayed locked in. I felt like the players were locked in. We just couldn't get it done today.
Hey, Sanusi, can you sort of just assess the program going forward and the type of footing you think Purdue is in?
I think we're in a good spot. A month ago, we were playing in the Big Ten Championship, so it's not like it's any reload, rebuild, or anything that needs to be done. It's just progressing and moving forward to the goal, which is eventually winning the Big Ten Championship.
For questions? All right, we'll take one in the back center.
This is Melissa Thomas with Florida National News. Just wanted to find out the status of Dion since he got escorted off the field in the stretcher.
Yeah, I haven't been updated on his status. The reason the stretcher came out is because there was some tenderness in the neck area. Obviously, his head hit the turf pretty hard, so they're evaluating him as we speak, and we hope and pray that everything's going to be okay.
All right, take one down front here.
Brian, obviously today's result, stings, but take me back, when this coaching staff came here, this was a program that was in the dumps. It was, bottom of the Power Fives, and to win 9 games last year, 8 this year, do you kind of feel like, this group collectively accomplished quite a bit, even though, the lasting image right now is 63-7?
Yeah, I think so. I think for the most part, we came in kind of right away and at least instilled some belief in the players that they could compete, that they could go out and win, that they could win big-time games. And we were obviously able to accomplish that a number of times and beat ranked opponents and pull off upsets. I think there's still some ways to go as far as trying to get to that upper echelon of teams and teams in the Big Ten. I think it was a great year this year to get to the Big Ten championship. Now we did need a little bit of little bit of help along the way to get in there. That's kind of how the Big Ten West has been going as of late. But I feel like the program's in a good spot. I think Coach Walters is going to inherit a program of guys that are tough, that want to play hard, that want to win. And you know, I hope that he's able to keep it going and take it to the next level. I told the guys after the game, you know, we want to see you guys be successful in the future. We want to see you in the Big Ten championship next year as well. You know, loved my time at Purdue. A lot of great people, a lot of great relationships. Hurts to end it this way, and it's kind of stuck around to try to make sure that this didn't happen. And unfortunately, it did, but it wasn't for lack of effort. I thought coaches and players, you know, put in the effort to try to go get a victory. Just didn't make it work.
One on the right over here.
TJ, I know it's fresh, but what is this game and this experience and this loss gonna do for you guys moving into the off season?
It's just gonna make us grind harder. I'm looking forward to starting with Coach Walters and just getting back to it.
All right. Questions? We'll go on the right.
I know it's a team sport, Brian, but was any disappointment not seeing Devin get to 1,000 yards rushing?
Yeah, I kind of threw him back in there at the end a little bit because I knew he needed about 38, 39 yards. Obviously, you don't want to risk him getting hurt, right? But you'd like to see him get to that 1,000-yard mark. We wish we could have got him there. Just we weren't, you know. I don't know that we had a big play today, to be honest. If we could bust a few runs, get a little bit of momentum, I think we could have done a few things, but just wasn't our day.
Any additional questions from the room? Oh, on the left side here.
Brian, was there anything playing LSU in person that was more than what you saw on film? What did you take from seeing them live?
I mean, I obviously thought we would do a lot better, but it's what you saw on film. I mean, they're athletic, they're long, they're fast, they play with speed. We knew that. We knew that coming in. But we thought we could give them a much better game than we did. So, you know, yeah, very good team. Hats off to them. I think they got a bright future. I think Coach Kelly has that place going in the right direction. So I look for them to keep building on this for next year. That quarterback, both those quarterbacks are really good. So he's got a wealth at the position. You know, I think they're both coming back, so I'd expect LSU to have some big expectations for next season.
Any more? All right. There's one more up front.
For Sanusi and for TJ, just you talk about the program going forward, but you know this season clearly was special, even though it didn't end the way you wanted it to. When you came to Purdue, obviously you wanted to help turn this program around. You kind of leave here feeling like you know we lost to LSU, but you know the last couple of years has been pretty fun to be a part of.
I think we've done a great job this year. We've definitely made history at Purdue. We just didn't put it together today, but I'm ready to get back to it next season.
Yeah, and I just feel like we just got a brotherhood now. Obviously, like since I've gotten here, we had some low moments, but we've definitely had some highs. You know, we got a brotherhood in that locker room. So regardless of what anybody does, if they enter the portal or anything like that, it's a brotherhood down there. And I love every single one of those guys in that room. So, and I know they'll fight for me the same way I'll fight for them. So, it's a great experience. You know, obviously you don't want to lose, but it is what it is. The game happens. So, moving on to the next season, and just going to ground with my brothers.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.